Blog Talk Radio.
You're listening to RVD Radio.
Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Damn a needle! Damn summer needle! Damn crucial needle! Man of the needle! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Again, you're straight to your brain! Straight to your skull crack! You can stop and straight to your brain! Straight to your skull crack! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! I will fly high! 5-star cross blast! You can't stop me! 5-star cross blast! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! It's all about the king and the gang. The balance of power that's in. You can't stop the king and the gang. The balance of power that's in. Drop it down. The whole fucking show. Drop it down. The whole fucking show. I will levitate. Flip, kick you in the yell. I will decimate. You can prepare for. Drop it down. The whole fucking show. Drop it down. The whole fucking show. Drop it down! The whole fucking show! Drop it down! The whole fucking show! Drop it down! The whole fucking show! Drop it down! The whole fucking show!
That was Cushionator playing Rob Van Dam, the whole fucking show. Coming up next, nothing but RVD running his mouth for the next 2 hours. Unless, of course, we get some feedback from you callers. Tonight's subject, I want you all to talk about, motherfuckers, because we can all relate to it. Now, there's going to be a lot of that, too, calling on the other line. I wonder if I can, conference. I have to learn conference. Imagine. Let me try this. I'm going to put you on hold. That was fucked up. I'm not going to do that again. Anyway, that was Sabu calling. I don't know why he calls here. He knows I'm doing the show. Anyway, what the fuck up, everybody? Happy February. Fuck, I keep doing it. I cannot get out of January. Happy February 3rd, 2010. Never been one before. First one, right here. Yay! Know what I'm saying? I can't get out of January. I sent out the fucking ping, which if you don't know, ping.fm is used by RVD. You send that out, it goes to your Twitter, MySpace, Facebook, all at the same time, dude. Ping.fm. It's pretty cool. Tell them RVD sent you. You won't get shit for it. But I know it's fun saying my name, so go ahead. Boom, boom. And I keep saying January. I kept saying our show tonight, January 3rd. But in case you are behind times like RVD or just silly in the head, This is February the 3rd. I don't know what the fuck happened to January, but apparently it's February already. And we are doing the first show ever done on February 3rd, 2010. Probably February 3rd, but who knows if we did it last year. I don't want to do the research. I don't have the resources. It's just me here. SVD's in Spanish class again. She will probably call in before the end of the show. As of now, it's just me. That's okay. We're going to roll one up. We're going to do some chatting, see what happens, see if we can get into the mood. I picked this subject a while ago, and I held off on it till this week when it made it to the front burner of my stove, which cooks many burners at a time. When I was very young, I remember, I'm going to guess I was probably 6, maybe 7 years old. I remember this one time when my mom had some other adult lady at the house, and they were talking or having tea or whatever the hell it is that moms do, and I was having my own adventure. About 4 houses down the street, there was the brothers, the Gagnes. There was like 2 families that lived there. Was it Wymans and Gagnes? Dude, that was too long ago. But anyway, it was like the Brady Bunch. Like there was a bunch of kids there, and they had like some kind of different like step parents or something. But there was like about 4 brothers, and I remember having some kind of like weird like little kid like army fights with them, you know, because I was crawling through their grass, through their backyard to sneak up on them, and when they would see me, we would fight, and we would fight, and then if I got away, I'd run, and then I'd regroup, and I'd go back again, and I just remember doing that this day and telling my mom about it. I think I might have had some marks on me, maybe I was bleeding or something, and I was just like, yeah, I'm going back down there, it was fun, and I remember her telling the other lady, I remember her saying, Robbie has no fear, and when she said that, like, it really stuck out to me. Like, wow, my mom is teaching me something about myself. I have no fear. I think that made an impression on me that I kept through my whole life. I'm sure my mom doesn't remember saying that, but I remember it vividly. Like it was, you know, one of those moments where you have, where you're able to look at yourself through someone else's eyes and you see something that really stands out. And I've just always through my life felt that way, you know, felt not without fear, although I'm dubbed as being fearless a lot. I feel like I don't have that sense of emotion nearly to the degree that your normal person does. In fact, I think we can probably just go ahead and consider that fact. Since I was a kid, I just remember always also, like my sister, saying that I had some kind of, like I didn't have the pain nerves that most people have, because I could tolerate a lot of pain. And I used to not have fear and not have pain. And I mean, obviously I have a high pain threshold and endurance, and you see it in the ring with the amount of punishment that I take, especially in my hardcore matches. I'm out there to show off and get and do what I'm getting paid to do. But that's always been a quality of myself, I think, that I respected, that I took pride in. It's a macho thing. And that's always like carried me through my life. Of course, I do feel pain, you know, but I can go to the doctor and have the doctor say, well, there's you don't feel this? There's no way that you shouldn't be able to feel this. I'm like, huh? What do you mean? Is it broke? But a lot of wrestlers are like that. And not just wrestlers, but a lot of tough people are like that. I do think that that's a quality that can make you tougher. When it comes to fear, because I don't have a lot of fear, and I don't use the basis of fear to make most of my decisions on. I live more carefree. I have, I think, more fun because I live on the edge more. I take more chances, but I don't see them as being as high risk as other people. Let me offer an example. When I'm driving, sometimes I will drive aggressively, and whether or not, sometimes we can be out on the roads and come to a very near collision, whereas another car and my car will come very close to hitting each other, but it doesn't happen. Half a second later, I'm fine. It doesn't raise my heart rate. It doesn't excite me for the most part, and I'm just able to continue on living in action because I'm action-oriented. My mind thinks action. It thinks faster, I think, than a lot of people do. Sonia, on the other hand, a few minutes later, her heart will still be racing, and I've already forgotten about what it is that she's reacting to. That's an example. I'm not saying necessarily it's a good quality. It works for me. But, yes, you could argue that then that becomes careless because I do take a lot of risks that a lot of other people would not. And I did an RVD TV episode once about the Superman complex where I talked about, everyone around me getting hurt but not me getting hurt, and going through life is with that curse, so to say. And that's really, I think, a psychological perspective that does apply to me, but Sonny can back it up. I mean, as can a lot of my friends, I'm out there, jumping off buildings and doing tricks in my cars back when I was in high school, and I never even thought about me getting hurt, but other people, they can get hurt. And I can get hurt too, obviously. I mean, we know that. I've had to redo my knee, you saw that I'm not perfect. I had a little hairline fracture in my ankle, and that put me out for a while. I had to drop the TV title. You guys all remember that shit, but point is, big deal about that because whatever, you could pull my leg off. I think I'd still fight, on one leg, but I do have that Superman complex. And when it comes to other people, I think they're so afraid to drive, whereas I'm not, that it becomes a nuisance to me. People drive super extra slow. They take extra precaution, and it gets in my way. And it bothers me, and it drives me nuts. And sometimes, I can see where people rage. People are afraid to be on the highway. I know a lot of people that will not drive on the highway. They will take back roads all the way around town and avoid the highway. You know why? Fear. That's what we're talking about. I hope everyone has a bit different perspective on this that they bring to the table. Of course, I know my RVD radio listeners are going to want to talk about government, and yes, of course, they use fear to control us, to take away our rights, and to get us to volunteer, to cooperate. Please take away my rights. I don't want terrorists. I'm afraid that a terrorist is going to hate me for being American and blow me up, so please scan my body, do a rectal search, check all my bags before I get in a cab. Let's start doing that, what the fuck? I'm afraid. Put a chip in my brain, you can see it through my eye and fucking get all the information you need. People want to feel safe because they're afraid. All right, everybody can relate. Everyone's afraid of something. One of my first years when I was on WWE, I guess it was 2006, 2001, I don't know, whatever, fuck off, roughly 2001, they asked me to be on Fear Factor, which I'm a fan of the show, and I liked the show, but I knew it wasn't for me. I think it looked fun. Jeff Hardy did it, Matt Hardy did it. I watched the episode, and I was like, man, I would have enjoyed being on the show and doing everything except eating the gross shit. I can't do that. You can call it fear if you want, but whatever the case is, I know if Joe Rogan said, here's a plate of pig intestines covered in maggot sauce, I would puke before I ever even got the second bite in my mouth. I know that, and I would throw up, and I would tap, and I would be done. So I turned down the offer to be on that show because of that. I just knew that wasn't for me. Now, if they had me stick my head in an aquarium of spiders, I would tap out. Spiders have some kind of ability to override my nervous system on a highly unconscious level. It's insane. It's always been that way. I do not enjoy spiders. There's a theory on facing your fears, and I've seen it on TV where people will hold a spider in their hand and pet it and overcome their fear. I have no interest in doing that. When I see a spider, I will kill it. And I know that's not very Zen-like. I only do that if they're in my house, but hey, this is my house. I'm the man of the house. Speaking of which, I'm going to float over to another subject a little bit later on and talk about my house in Vegas and my asshole neighbor that I got to take care of. Some shit. But first, before I get too distracted, it's nearly 1:15. It's time to tune in to RVD Radio host and get a female perspective and some estrogen over the airwaves. Nikki Starr, what's up?
Hi, RVD. You have arachnophobia.
You know what? I almost didn't want to come forward with that. You know what? Tanya's going to be surprised. Shut up, all right? First off, shut up. Quit laughing.
You're so cute. I'm just laughing because you're this big, manly man.
I
right?
know.
You're
I
a
get it.
manly man, and that is the cutest thing ever. I'm scared of spiders.
I get it.
It's all right.
Get it.
Sorry.
All right.
It's all
But, you know, it's Sonya's going to be surprised that I even said that because I've always said
I'm sorry, Ben.
I've always said it's like Superman's kryptonite, and I didn't want everyone to know because if they think it's funny to start putting like spiders, you know, in my bag or something like that, I won't think it's funny because they I don't know, they make my hands sweat, and it's weird. I just get this. It's freaky. I don't know, but fuck spiders. But I like Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, but that's a real phobia then. If those are your symptoms, yeah, that's a real phobia. That's like I don't like spiders, but they don't make me react anyway.
No,
so
some people say it's snakes, you know, and that's how I am with snakes. I don't really like snakes, but no, they definitely don't affect me that way. The spiders, there's something about them that, like, it sends, like, this weird wave that, and I swear it's like something overrides. That's the best way I can describe it, because it's not like a conscious, like, ooh, I'm afraid. It's more like, you know, and my body's, like, running before I even think about it.
Yeah, that's how Demos is he's up high. So, see, that's a real phobia.
Right, but I'm okay with that, because if it comes down to me or the spiders, I'm going to win. They're not going to, you know, they're not taking over my house. I'll stand here and fight them. You know what I mean?
Right. Could you really
see me? Okay, all right, hold on. You're going to like, Nikki, you're going to like this. Let me spit this out.
All right.
This is for you. You're going to like this, all right? If Sonya was here, she'd be laughing her ass off. Now, just imagine this. Picture this, because this is what I'm like around my yard, like towards the end of the summer when the spiders are trying to put their webs up everywhere. I'm walking around my yard in my flip-flops and shorts, and I have the Super Soaker squirt guns filled with spider killer, and I'm shooting up trees. I'm shooting up into the trees, and we have a battle. Like, I have to go back in like 3 or 4 days and get the ones, you know, that came back out for reinforcements, and I do that for a few weeks, and eventually they're gone for the season.
Oh, well, wait. The more you do that, the more they'll fight that spray, and they're going to.
No, I've been here. I've been in this house for 10 years. I mean, and honestly, I'm winning. Like, there's less and less spiders every year. A few years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, oh my God, they put a web over my swimming pool, like from my house all the way over the trees on the other side of the pool. No, that's not acceptable.
Oh, that's bad.
Right?
That's bad.
All right, so hopefully everyone will forget.
But they're smart. They're smart, though, see? They are.
They're not. They're gross.
Okay, they're not. Okay, so I've checked this out. I'm not afraid of anything except for, well, that's not really true. I'm afraid of 2 things. But I still do them. Like, what I was going to ask you is this. So you're afraid of spiders, but you still...
I didn't say I was afraid. First off, I don't remember you saying I was afraid of spiders.
You did.
I don't recall that.
You still super soak them. You still super soak them, and, like, really, if Sonia was in front of... If a spider was going to get her, you would save her, right?
Of course.
Because you love her more. Okay, then, that's good.
Of course.
So if that's the thing about being afraid, it's okay if you're afraid, because I'm afraid to fly, and I have claustrophobia. Like, I'm really afraid to fly, but I still do it. So it's okay to have a phobia. You just have to, like, get over it, which I'm very proud of.
No, you don't. I don't, though. I mean, I don't have an issue, and I don't feel like there's any unresolved, like open-end story there that I need to close. There's not a book I need to close on a chapter. It's like, fuck it, I hate spiders, I will kill them, and that's just how it is. One of my thoughts, and I think I've talked about this before, I've thought, man, what if my personal hell is in the afterlife? I'm in a room filled with every spider I ever killed.
Yucky.
That would suck.
That would suck. Bad. Yeah, mine would be being stuck in an airplane crash.
You're scared of
hey,
flying.
Hey, who is on the line?
Why? Send him through. Red Rover, send Sabu right the fuck over.
I want to know what Sabu is afraid of.
Ooh, yeah, but what about you? You said flying, and what else?
Uh-huh. And I have claustrophobia. I don't like to be in small, closed spaces.
Well, see, I think that can be circumstantial. Like, I'm not claustrophobic, but if I was going to die by being left in the trunk of a car out in the middle of a field for a week, I could just imagine, like, that trunk getting smaller and smaller and closing in on me and fucking not being, you know, the restriction, not being able to move. That would be a horrible, horrible death.
Why do you think that? I mean, stop thinking about that. Like,
Well,
my hands are sweating.
Well, you know, basically, when you die, I think, like, the worst part of your life is going to be the last moment, normally, you know. You usually, I mean, you know, if you die in your sleep, that's cool, but for most of the deaths, I think, the last moment, like, what if that was what you remember when you die is the last moment, that guy that's shooting you, or the way that knife feels in your stomach, or the way your heart feels when it explodes and you can't breathe, or your lungs are filling with water. I mean, you ever think about that? What if the last...
No.
The last 20 seconds of your life is what you take with you. That's fucked up, right? So when you murder someone, not only are you killing them, but that's what you're sending them off with. You know, you're saying, hey, the rest of your life is over. From here till you die, you're looking at my ugly ass killing you.
You need some Zen. Breathe. You're sure never that. I have Sabu on, okay?
Okay, but hold on. Before we talk to Sabu, are you one of the people... Like, I accuse Sonya of this all the time, like, almost like, sometimes, you know, when I talk about the law of attraction, I say that she's going to bring bad on herself because she expects the worst, but really, I understand that's being cautious, and she's a lot more cautious than me, no question about it. She lives her life, you know, a lot of times based on the fear of the worst happening. I think she makes a lot of decisions based on that, and I don't even consider that, which maybe I'm reckless and not careful, but how do you see yourself, Nikki, when it comes to just going throughout your day and just, you know, making, like, normal decisions? Are you like, oh, I better get there 20 minutes early in case there's a traffic jam? And because to me, that's kind of like, it's being careful, but it's kind of like counting on possibility of bad happening that I wouldn't even think about.
No, I don't fret the little things at all. And I don't make decisions based on fear, except that I don't get on the back of a motorcycle anymore going 85 miles an hour. Do you see what I mean? Like, I base some decisions on experience.
Nick. Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, Nikki Starr, I have Hulk Hogan calling me on the other line. I wish I could put him through here. Hulk, so you're gonna get people talking now, Hulky, because I'm on RVD radio.
Why can't he call the 347-308-8754?
Dude, you want to call in, or can I call you from the show?
You could call him from the show.
Oh, you don't want to do?
Aww.
Yeah? Ask if you don't want to, dude. But I mean, people like to say hi to you.
Well, I'm gonna say hi.
Let me give you the number. Nikki Starr, Hogan's gonna call in.
Yay! Woo! All right.
Okay, 347-308. Oh, sorry. Yes, sir. 308-8754. Sweet. Talk to you in a second. Wow. Hey, let Sabu through, Nikki. Let's see what Sabu thinks about it.
He's on. Sabu is unmuted, okay? And no, I don't make my decisions on my life based on fear. So Sabu's on. I'm going to mute myself and get Hulk, okay?
Okay, thank you. Sabu.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, dude, the Hulkster's calling in. What do you think he wants?
I don't know.
It's not normal for him to be calling up. I bet he heard some good stuff about RVD's match this weekend, and everyone's saying bring RVD to TNA. I'm just guessing. Don't know if he's going to... Yeah. Oh, and there he is. Nikki Starr's going to let him through. Dude, I got a bunch of calls already, but none as important as this one. But I guess I got to wait for her to clear. Man, she did. Hulky, welcome to RVD Radio, brother. Hulky. How come I can't hear him, Nikki Starr?
I can't hear him either.
Where's the Hulkster, brother? Oh,
hey, what's up,
he
brother?
went back on mute. Now he's back off.
Honky.
No, not honky, Hulky.
No, man, I ain't no honky.
Hulkster, are you with us?
I'm with you, brother. Are you with me?
Dude, I am with you, man. Thanks for calling in to RVD Radio. I know that wasn't your original intention when you were calling. You were obviously trying to get a hold of me, which I appreciate.
No, it's all good, brother. I don't have no problem talking business with you in front of the whole world. I kind of like putting your ass on the spot.
Well, cool, man. What you got to say? What you calling for?
Well, here's the deal, bro. We got some serious momentum. We're getting the tide's rising. All the boats are starting to float. We're starting to really pick up some speed. And if I had RVD, running around ruling the roost, it'd sure make things a lot easier, brother.
So I guess that means the budget's not used up then in TNA.
Well, you know what, brother? We're working hard to strategically pull off a lot of stuff, with the network and do some tricky things here.
You've got everybody talking and excited. I mean, ever since the big kickoff on January 4th, that's what everyone's talking about. And everyone's confused, and I am a little bit too, Hulk, as long as you're on here and we get the official word straight from the Hulkster's mouth. What's the deal with Monday nights? It's like, obviously it's a progressive plan, but first I heard quarterly, then I heard you might be going like live every other week. Is that something you can shed some light on?
Well, to tell you the truth, brother, I can only give you a little bit of what's going on, but it's going to happen definitely sooner than later. We're definitely going to be in the trenches sooner than later. I'm mounting up my generals right now. That's why I'm calling you, because, we need your help. We want you on the team, and I know what will happen if RVD is in the mix with TNA, and I know how this thing, it's moving quick, brother. And this thing's going to happen. There's no ifs about it. You know how I feel about positive and the law of attraction. So it's not if, it's when this thing is going down, and it's going to really blow up huge. But if we had RVD, it'd sure be a lot easier.
Dude, well, I must admit, I feel a lot of love from the fans, and I very often, like several times a day, get asked what my intentions are, what the future holds. I don't know what it holds, but I did a lot of interviews this last week to promote this Wrestle Reunion 4 that I did here in Los Angeles on Saturday. And I mentioned many times, as far as my interest and my availability and the feasibleness, if that is a real word. Is that a real word, feasibleness? Probably not.
That's a good word, man. That's like sexical or something. That works, brother. If it works, it works,
Okay, as long as it works. As I mentioned, though, I said, before I was like, I don't know. I mean, no thanks, and then it changed to a maybe. And now I'm definitely interested in hearing what you got to talk about. And the time for me personally is way better now than before for several reasons. One, SVD is healthy. As you know, she had a lot of crap to go through with the chemotherapy, and she is healthy.
Hi, brother.
She's happy, healthy, and terrific, Hulk. So there's
awesome.
that. Yes, and I am mentally healthy. My burnout factor has really worn out a lot to where I can fly on a plane without getting a stress attack now. And I just did a 4-week tour over in Europe, lots of travel, lots of matches. We had like 17, 18 matches on this. And at the end of the 4 weeks, everybody was tapping, and they couldn't wait to go home. And I said, you know what? I'm really pacing myself nowadays. I got myself mentally prepared for this. I could go another 2 weeks. That means I was actually enjoying being in the ring, and I was all right with it. So that tells me the timing is good, Hulk. So I'm glad you called.
Well, what's cool about this thing, bro, is you know the regiment up in the WWE. You know how you just become a name and a number, and they just push and push and push, and it gets impersonal. I'm not saying anything that nobody doesn't understand up there. And, the chain of command, the nepotism, the good old buddy system. The good thing about what we're doing, bro, is me, and a lot of people don't get to know me until they sit down and hear where I'm coming from, brother. But at the end of the day, it's a situation where everybody wants to be here. We're having fun, brother. I mean, I was on the phone with Jeff Hardy again today, and actually last night, and we were talking about you, and we had some ideas and stuff, and dude, we're all having fun doing this. I mean, it's kind of like how it used to be. I mean, I got to the point where when I knew I had to go to Monday Night Raw, I'd get physically sick. I couldn't imagine going to the building at noon, sitting in a room, and, it's almost like a minute is like an hour. By the time I get time to go to the ring, or do an interview and the games you had to play, I just couldn't take it anymore. And so we don't have that crap going on where we're at. We're having fun. I listen to everybody because I just sit in my room, do my thing. And, I got everybody, all the boys in and out of my room all night long. I'm listening to everybody. I'm stealing ideas from all the guys. And a lot of the stuff is good. Sometimes we have to add a little icing to the cake. But, dude, that's what this business is all about, is a bunch of friends that are having a good time doing business, coming up with all this creative input, man. We don't have, a girl writing the show telling us what to say. I see some of the stuff that's written, and I just say, don't even look at that crap. Just let's you and I rock, man. It's like me and Abyss. They tried to hand me some books and put that crap down, man. Let's you and me rock this place. Let's just do our thing. So that's how it was, with almost anybody I work with or talk with. You know how it is, bro. If you feel it and you believe it, you don't have to read some stupid ass script.
Right. So most of the writing is coming from my understanding from Vince Russo, as was before you and Bischoff came on board, and now it has to go through. I guess the ideas are originated there, and then they go through a screening process, or possibly sometimes. Where's Eric fall into this?
Eric's in the middle, and then everything comes my way, and then at the end of the day, I listen to it if it makes good wrestling sense, if it sounds like money, if it smells instinct, if I smell blood, if it creatively gives me goosebumps. If not, I shut it down, bro. I mean, it's like I told Dixie. I said, just imagine, and I have to use this name. Just imagine if Vince came into TNA, he would make sure he checked everything out from the beginning to the end. But I'm looking at it as one of the boys, and I'm not making decisions on whose family or who my best friend is. I didn't bring all. First thing, everybody thought I was going to bring Brutus in and put the belt on him. Everybody thought I was going to do all this stuff. The Nasty Boys, I love them because I think they can give 3D a run. And, we're judging everybody week by week on how they're performing, and it's just like I get the final say on this thing, bro. So that's where it's at.
That's awesome. I don't think anybody knows more about what the business is than you, Hulk. There's a lot of haters out there, and I'm always saying, look, man, in my opinion, I think it's probably fact. I think you're the most recognized man on the planet, Hulk. I mean, that is an incredible amount of power. That's an incredible amount of value, having that many people know who you are, follow you, watching your moves, So I think it's great for TNA to have you with them. And like I said, you've got everybody talking. And I'm very curious to see exactly what happens with it, how far it reaches, and I'm also very curious about, if RVD could play a part of it. So it sounds definitely interesting. It sounds like we should do some talking off the air probably too.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. That whole recognizable crap and everybody knowing who I am, that works for us because it helps us move towards Mondays quicker. It helps open the doors with Spike and a lot of things we want to do. But at the end of the day, the good thing about, me having the final say on this thing is I don't have an agenda, bro. A lot of people that get to know me, my God, I was ribbing Russo the other day. People were saying, well, Hulk, if he was wrestling, he'd be doing his own agenda. If Hulk was wrestling, he'd be doing this. I said, yeah, Russo, kind of like when I did the job 4 weeks in a row for Billy Kidman, did the job for Triple H, The Undertaker, for everybody. I can go on and on and on. It doesn't even matter anymore. And all that stuff, he said, she said crap, I could care less, bro. I just sit back, do my thing, if you know what I'm saying.
All that was proving that you would. That's not the right thing for business.
Well, if it was the right thing for business, if not, I've been a whipping boy in both directions. Everybody thought I was going to be the guy that put the nail in the coffin and put Vince in federal prison because they thought, oh, my gosh, Hulk Hogan's going to do this, and I'm one of the boys. Vince didn't do anything that we didn't do. He shouldn't go to jail. End of story. But everybody already had me branded back in the day as an opportunist, an egomaniac. He won't do a job, so when it was time to go to a federal court, Hulk's going to put Vince away because I was the government witness. I wouldn't have told the truth, brother. And at the end of the day, I know what the feds wanted me to say, but I wasn't going to say it. And so all through this whole thing, if you ever get to know me like a lot of the guys have, they know when I hear wrestling ideas, I may not have been the greatest physical worker in the business. I never jumped off the top rope like you did. I never drop kicked like a lot of guys did. But, there's a bunch of ways to say some guys are physically great workers. Some guys say the best workers are the ones that make the most money. There's a lot of opinions about what a good worker is, but at the end of the day, you get a guy now that when I think wrestling, I'm thinking of what puts butts in seats, what moves all the talent up the ladder. And I think when one guy gets in the ring with another guy, if they can't do a finish or have a match to make both guys elevate higher, well, then something's wrong. That's what my whole strategy was in this business. Whenever I worked somebody, if they did a job for me or I did a job for them, after the match it was both talents should raise up the ladder. So that's where I'm coming from, brother. I want this thing to work. We did this one time before, with Turner. It's kind of like history repeating itself. Vince has gone PG. We got the edge, bro. We're moving and shaking. We get everybody talking, and we need RVD.
Yeah, well, dude, that sounds that's a hell of a pitch, man, and it's an honor to have.
No, it ain't no pitch, bro. That's a shoot. That's a shoot. We need you, and we aren't playing games. And if we can come to terms, brother, all you coming to the table makes the tide rise and all the boats float in this company. It's not if, it's when this company is going to even the score, and then we're going to start spanking people consistently. This is going to be the number one company because we're thinking wrestling. We don't have any other agendas, brother. We don't have families writing the shows. We don't have brother-in-laws holding titles. Bro, this is a straight shoot. The boys, it's the first time that you've got one of the boys running the business now with no agenda, and so I'm wide open. Dude, you got a better idea than we got. Let's roll with your idea. I mean, this is easy. We're looking for the best ideas. We don't care if it comes from the cab driver. I mean, we'll take the best wrestling idea there is, and that's the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying, bro? Let me just ask you to get a little better understanding. When you say we're going to be number one, I mean, obviously that the standards you use to measure that by are going to be in the people's eyes. Do you? I mean, you haven't been real specific, but I mean, are plans to eventually beat them at their own game, or is that not necessarily? No, I don't want to compete with them, brother, because I do not want to do what they're doing. I don't want to be anywhere near what they're doing. If we end up doing what they're doing, I'll definitely put a gun to my head again. but I mean, I want to put out a better product. I definitely don't want to do what they're doing. So when I thought we've got the best talent. I mean, I look at and I love all the guys, but for some reason TNA has a deck stacked with talent. Kudo props to the Undertaker. Kudo props to Cena. Kudo props to Orton. All those guys, Jericho working their butts off. But brother, the numbers are stacked in our favor. We got guys that are, it's unbelievable the talent that's in here. And so I'm flipping out. I walked into like King's Tut. I mean, I walked into the pot of gold. It's like, oh my God, I got all these wrestlers and all this talent. And guess what? I get to think wrestling, man. I'm all psyched out, bro. I'm freaking out. Me and Jeff Hardy are on the phone coming up with some of the whacked ideas in the world, and I guarantee you they're going to work. So, I mean, I've always said Jeff and I are very like-minded. Like in the WWE arenas, it was always he and I that were backstepping, like one step at a time, trying to distance ourselves from the egomaniacs that are having the political battle of trying to put a match together. The last place me and Jeff want to be, we're like, dude, we'll be there. I literally, one time somebody came by pushing one of those big chair movers where it carries like a whole bunch of chairs and it rolls, and he pushed it, and Jeff jumped on the back of it like it was a train, and he was out of there. Like we're going over a 6-man, all of a sudden Dean Malenko's like, hey, where'd Jeff go? It was great because we didn't want to be around that shit. Everyone's figuring out, well, I don't know if that'll make me look good enough. But anyway, that's always been part of it. Let me ask you this: was it your call pretty much to go back to the 4-sided ring? Oh, God, are you kidding me? Come on, brother. Stop. I'm glad you did. There's a lot of controversy on that. I'd like you to know. Wrestling was meant to be done in the squared circle, not an octagon, not a 6-sided ring, not a goddamn playpen. It's the squared circle, brother. Come on. You knew that's the first thing I was going to do when I get in there. Yeah, well, I would like the public to know that I got your back on that, because a lot of people tell me, oh, man, it was cool, it was different. I get that. Yeah, it was cool, and guess what? It was cool. They wanted you to see the 6-sided ring and say, ooh, TNA, brother. Like when you see an octagon, you say UFC, but in my opinion, it didn't work, and it held them back eventually. Because, you're right. It was cool, and it only got them so far, okay? Well, okay, if it only gets you so far, guess what? That's not good enough. We're going back to the basics. We're going back to what works. We're going back to the wrestling business theory, the psychology, the art form, and I guarantee you, watch what happens. Keep your eyes open because, you know, this thing's going to go through the roof. Guaranteed. I get the vibe. I get the feeling. We're all in this thing together, man, and we're all vibing together. That's what's cool.
And so far, Dixie Carter and yourself and Eric and everyone involved is very happy with the way things have been going this year.
Yeah, brother. We've only been in it 4 weeks, brother, and look what's going on after 4 weeks.
Awesome. Hulk, listen, do you, by any chance, want to take some calls? I got a bunch of callers on the line. I'm sure they got questions, but I also know you're a bit...
Here's what I'd like to do. I've got my criminal attorney here, David Houston, and they were driving back to the hotel. I was going to say goodbye to them. And do you guys have my number now? Because I'd like to call you back in about 10 minutes or 5 minutes if I could.
That would be perfect, dude. We're on for another hour 20.
All right, well... you guys got my number? Yeah, I got your number. I just dialed you.
Either way, if you want me to call you, I can call you. You tell me what works better for you, Hulkster.
Do you have my number there?
Yes, sir. Yes, I do.
Call me.
You want me to call you back in? You want me to call you back in about 10, 15 minutes then?
10 minutes, bro. Be cool.
Okay, you got it. Talk to you then. We're gonna talk about you. We're gonna talk about you in the meantime.
Whatever, man. Do your thing.
All right.
Yo.
All right. All right. Thanks, Hulk. Well. I have got the phone lines all lit up, and here I thought it was going to be a lame show. Sabu, wait, where'd Sabu go? There you are. Sabu, what'd you think? That was a Hulkster.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, man, I wasn't expecting him to call. I thought I recognized that number on my cell phone, and I had a feeling that's what it was about, so I wanted to try and put him on. I think they're interested in as you know, Sabu and I have been talking, you know, about possibilities. We think maybe it would be cool if, you know, if we went back there together, huh?
Yeah.
Bring in Fonzie, everything. All right, well, shit. I got so many calls. I'm going to try and go through some of them real quick. We got Sabu
motherfucker!
And else I got Bruce Jingles, motherfucker. What up, DJ?
What up?
Dude, now you're seriously marking out, right?
Oh, no, dude. Hulk Hogan, motherfucker, brother.
Oh, you got to do that when he comes back.
Dude, I'm so going to do that, man.
I was going
Bruce was one of my friends. Bruce was one of my friends that came to the show on Saturday, and he watched my match, PWG. I had a three-way match with Chris Hero and Roderick Strong. Awesome match because I'm the whole fucking show, right, Bruce?
Yeah, it was fucking funny, dude. I got to do a run. I got to do a run in and say RVD, motherfucker.
Yes, you came up towards the guardrail when I was out on the floor, and I saw you there. But Bret Hart came to the room, and Bruce was screaming like a schoolgirl that Bret Hart was in the room.
I wasn't screaming.
I was embarrassed.
I was in shock. Nah, shut up, dude. Dude, I'm fucking Bret Hart, dude. I need you. Can you warn somebody, dude?
Dude, and now we got the immortal Hulk Hogan. How about that?
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan, motherfucker. Jeff, you're on RVD Radio. Thanks for calling, dude.
RVD.
Hey, man. Shit, I thought we were talking about fear. Now I'm not so sure. We kind of have a backstory now, and we also got the Hulkster. Surprisingly,
Fear Hogan.
That's a huge deal. That's a huge deal for me that Hulk called in. Jeff, what'd you think about Hulk Hogan calling in RVD Radio?
I'm just glad to see Hulk Hogan back. It's been.
Do you watch? So what do you think? You're following. You watch TNA and WWE?
I do. I started with the WWE, but now I'm starting to get with TNA. I mean, look who came to TNA. I mean, look at Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff, the Dudleys, Jeff Hardy. I guess he's coming back. Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming back. Kurt Angle, Rhino. They got a lot. I mean, those guys have been there, but still, they're top stars. And yeah, it's looking better and better and better. WWE, however, I don't think fears TNA right now. I don't think they're sweating them at all, in my opinion. Maybe that'll change. I hope it does. Maybe I could possibly be a factor. Who knows? I mean, right now, for one thing, I'm pretty sure Hulk just got me kicked out of my fucking WWE Universe webpage profile again. Pretty sure I'm kicked out after that one.
Oh,
that's
amen
funny.
to that.
Dude, that got so much play all over the internet when I wrote that they kicked me off my profile page because they heard a rumor I signed with TNA. Now, after this one, I should go on it right now. I should go on my profile WWE page right now and write Hulk Hogan's on RVD Radio. I think I'm going to do that. All right. If I can multitask, I'm going to have to tag you in and you're going to have to take over, Bruce. That's your job, man. You can co-host the show. You said you're going to be on it all night.
That's right, motherfucker.
Hey, Rob.
Dude.
Hey, Rob.
Sabu, speak to me, brother.
Hey, I think you're wrong. I think WWE does sweat TNA because I think they sweat anything when Hulk Hogan is involved.
Yeah.
Well, they should.
I got to agree with that.
They should definitely not underestimate. And
like you said, you know, he's the most recognizable guy on the planet, let alone wrestling, you know.
Officer X, motherfucker!
What's up, motherfuckers?
Officer X, we're talking about fear today, dude. You got Sabu, you got Bruce Jingles, and we're also talking to Jeff, and I got like 20 other people waiting to call, waiting to talk. But fear is our subject, Officer X. We're talking about how much people let fear control the decisions that they make. You know, like say you're talking about maybe going and signing to TNA to be a wrestler or WWE. Maybe you're afraid if you do the wrong thing, you'll regret it and you'll have like a signer's remorse. You know, I'm afraid of the commitment. You know, that as soon as I sign, oh fuck, there goes like 3 days a week or 4 days a week, or I'm not gonna be home anymore. I'm gonna say, oh my god, I gotta fly on Friday. Oh my god, how many hours do I got till I gotta fly? I'm afraid of all that shit coming. The truth a little bit, but mostly I'm not afraid. Like, I do shit and I don't worry about it. Sonya gives me shit because I'm a sun worshiper, and every time I go out in the sun, she says, you can get skin cancer, you can get melanoma, and she brings up friends of ours that have had it. A friend of ours got melanoma, and then it put tumors in her brain. She's going through radiation and chemo and all kinds of shit, and I know and I understand that, and I'm not being insensitive to her by going out in the sun, but I love the sun, and I don't live in fear of that. That's call it senseless, call it whatever, that's the way that I run. We're going to talk to Officer X about it, but Jeff, I want to hear from you before I go on to another caller. How do you do that, Jeff? How do you go through life? Are you mostly like afraid, and you think of you put energy into the bad consequences that could come of it, or no?
I really there's a thing about fear is if you're willing to face it, because for right now I only have one fear.
What is it?
It's not my mother.
You're afraid of your mom.
Oh, she's scary.
Are you afraid of disappointing her, or are you afraid that she will hurt you?
I can agree with that.
The first one.
Bruce, you're afraid of Jeff's mom too?
Yeah, I'm afraid of my mom, dude. She's a heavyweight, dude. I think she should take you on in TNA.
Are you a homophobic, Jeff?
I hope so.
I mean, why wouldn't you be, right? Like fear meaning afraid, and homo meaning getting fucked in the ass. I'm terrified of that.
You are, and I'm glad you mentioned that. Hey, thanks for calling in, Jeff. Officer X, you said something to me before that stuck out in my mind. I know you're a homophobe, but he said something about getting a massage. Hey, he said something about getting a massage from a guy that he couldn't do that because if the guy's finger slipped in his ass crack, he'd have to kill the guy. Now, really, I mean that's to me it's fear or hate. It's hate. I mean, that kind of shit don't fly out in California.
No. I'll tell you, I'm not a homo. One of my best friends in the whole world is a gay guy. I get a lot of gay friends. And
it doesn't mean you're not homophobic. There's people that have black friends that are very prejudiced, and there's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But gay dudes dig me. I'm like Pam Anderson to gay dudes.
I think most heterosexual men are homophobic. And even though I don't think that I am, I'm sure there's certain times that people would disagree with me even, and you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I mean, I know that, like, even if I'm in a gym and it's all gay guys, that doesn't mean they're all interested in me. I mean, I'm not that naive or stupid, or I don't even think about that, but if I knew they were all gay but me, then it would kind of make me feel a little funny. And I used to work out in a gay gym, and I never noticed. But Sonya would come in and she'd say, "Oh my God."
I went to that gay gym in San Francisco in Castro, the Gay Gold's gym one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody was gay there, and it was And then, because my honeymoon was around 9/11, and I got stuck in San Francisco for a week, and my friend Mike was there with his boyfriend, and he kind of showed us around, and it was pretty funny, because no matter where I'd go with my wife, the waiter would always ask me what I wanted first and shit. I never felt so beautiful.
You know what a lot of people are afraid of? Cops. A lot of people, like, I'll be driving with them, they'll say, fuck, there's another one. And they're like, damn, they're all over the place. And I always say, well, good. That makes me feel like this is probably a safe neighborhood. You know, we've seen 5 cop cars there. Makes me feel secure. And I'm kind of joking with them, but I do feel like that. Unless I'm smoking a joint, you know, then I sometimes it's a little... Michael Porter! Welcome to RVD Radio. Michael Porter, motherfucker!
Hello, RVD.
Bruce
Michael
Jingles.
Porter, motherfucker.
Hey, Bruce Jingles. How you doing, my friend?
Well, fine. How are you?
Good. I'm doing all right.
Michael Porter, I know you wanted me to fucking tag you in when Hawkster was on the line. I know you did. But, we'll get back to him.
Was Hawk really on the line?
Dude, Hawk called before you called, Officer X.
Oh, come on. Cut this shit. Was Sabu acting like Hulk?
Yeah. Nope. It was Hulk.
Hey, Bruce Jingles, am I lying?
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Oh,
I heard the motherfucker.
Michael Porter, am I lying?
You are not lying at all.
Bobby B. Oh, Bobby B, motherfucker.
Hey, yeah.
Bobby B, motherfucker.
I got one phobia of running out of weed.
Oh,
really
dude. I remember Sabu will back me up on this, and we were in Hanging Rock, Ohio, and we had all our fucking luggage all over the ground, and the cop was going through all our shit. Sabu was like, fuck, man, we're going to get arrested. I was like, fuck, man, they're going to take my weed. Wasn't I, Sabu?
That's true.
Very true. All right, well, fuck, man, I got a whole bunch of calls, and I'm trying to roll through them, but Michael Porter, tell us what you're afraid of.
I'm afraid of failure.
I like it, dude. I got that one. I wrote that one down, too, to bring up later. I am, too. Like, people ask, like, if I get nervous before a match. That's all. I'm just afraid I'm going to fuck up. I'm afraid I might slip on the rope. I'm afraid I won't be warmed up enough, and I'll blow up, you know, and I won't have enough stamina. Like, that's the worst thing in the world. That's really what goes through my mind is I'm just afraid I'm going to fuck up.
Well, I remember when I was ring announcing for the WWF, I would always have a fear that I would flub big time, you know, or trip, you know, getting into the ring to make an announcement, you know. I had nightmares about that. One time I did trip. I wasn't announcing, but I did trip on a wet spot, fell down, hit my left knee, fell down, hit my right knee, fell down, hit my nose. For quite a while after that, I was known as Ka-Thump Thump.
Thump Thump. Thump Thump, motherfucker.
Did you take my spot now? You doing it?
You ain't quick enough. You ain't quick enough, man. This is
all right, Holmes.
This is your tryout. And so far you're just doing so.
Tryout for my new contract. What the fuck are you talking about?
RVD Radio, motherfucker.
RVD Radio, motherfucker. See, you don't have that motherfucker. See, you don't have that crispness.
Hey, you do a Hulk Hogan, motherfucker?
Dude, he's gonna call back. Hulk Hogan, motherfucker, brother. Dude, it's I'm gonna do it.
All right, he told me to call him back in 10 minutes, and it has
about 13 minutes now.
Yeah, so I better fucking call him back, but I have to. Here we go. See if it lets me, because this usually doesn't let me dial out.
Don't fuck this up.
See. What?
We're keeping our fingers crossed, RVD.
It's a huge markout phone call.
Yeah, he just Officer X called me to talk business, and I had a feeling, you know how I am anyway with my sixth sense, but it rang and I saw it was Tampa, and I thought it was probably him because he's the only one I haven't talked to. Talked to Dixie Carter, Vince Russo, Eric Bischoff, even Jason Hervey, but Hawk has never called me, and to stroke my ego, I needed that call.
Come on, get down.
All right. Still got all these calls on here, but hopefully I can go through some of them with Hulk.
Hey, get out of here, stink.
We're all waiting, Hulkster.
He's fucking big timing you.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Oh,
easy,
hello?
brother, easy. What up?
I didn't know he answered. Hey, officer, did you have enough time?
No, but that's cool. I said goodbye to them. They're still standing here. We're good, though.
Okay, cool, man. Well, appreciate you putting in a little extra time.
I'll be still. Don't worry, bro.
Okay, cool. Is it okay if I go to the phone lines?
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, cool. Sean, you're on RVD Radio. You got. Oh, by the way, Hawkster, I also have Sabu on the line. You know, brother Sabu.
Oh yeah, man, he's awesome.
What's up, bro?
Yo.
Yep. All right, so Sean, you're on RVD Radio, as is Michael Porter, Bobby B, Sabu, Officer X, and Bruce Jingles. Bruce, give Hulk a Hulk Hogan motherfucker. And Samuel Jackson's
motherfucker.
Oh, you guys can say that on the radio?
Yeah,
that's right, brother.
Oh yeah.
Man, I didn't know we could go. Didn't know we could do that, man.
I'll even do Thunder in Paradise, motherfucker. RVD, motherfucker.
I like it, motherfucker.
All right. Hey, Sean, you're on RVD Radio, and I'm going to be quick with you because I got everybody waiting, and they're about to tap out, but thanks for calling in. By the way, Hulk, we're talking about fear today. Let me get you in on today's topic. We're talking about fear. I'm known by a lot of people in the business, by the fans, but also by people that are close to me, is not having a whole lot of fear. And I think that's true for many of us dream chasers, those of us who really go for it. We don't let fear hold us back. I know a lot of people that are fucking afraid to cross the street. Some people are afraid to leave their house. People like us, we're not afraid to think, you know what, I can get that. You know, if somebody else can achieve that, then I can too. And of course, having Hulk Hogan on, you know, there's no better example. He put himself on the top of the world, like I said, the most recognizable man on the planet. So obviously, you know, there's no holding back. So a lot of people are fear. We're having people talk about fear. Hulk, is there something you want to share that maybe you are afraid of? And you can say failure, even though we've already used it.
Well, you can't live in fear, brother. I mean, you know about vibration. Fear is a low vibration like hate, malice, jealousy. You know, and if you live in fear, then guess what you attract? More fear. So anybody that's living in fear is a low vibrational being. All right, my brother. Thank you, David. And
as a kid, I remember reading this quote from the book Jason and the Argonauts, and I always remember it because I was like, dude, those are words to live by. And here it is. It said, hesitation breeds doubt. Doubt breeds fear. Fear breeds failure. That has always just made so much sense to me. Hesitation, doubt, fear, failure.
They're attracting each other. That's what we're talking about, the law of attraction. You're attracting more negative vibes. Living in the fear attracts more fear, attracts danger, attracts hesitation. Who wants to live in that vibe, man? I'm vibing on
No,
happy.
Not me, not anybody that's successful. All right, Sean, we haven't heard from you yet. What's up, Sean?
Hey, Rob, everybody, Hulk, how you doing?
We're doing awesome, man. What are you afraid of, Sean?
Oh, man. Well, I hate to say this, but I'm afraid of not making it as a wrestler, to be honest, because I'm trying out. I wrestle at Buffalo Championship Wrestling. I'm in Buffalo, New York right now.
I'm going to file that under fear of failure. You know, not specifically just about wrestling, but you're talking about following a dream. And when you're talking about becoming a wrestler or any superstar or basically making it to the top of any field, you're really swimming upstream. You're fighting the odds. I say you have to keep that in mind. You have to do it out of love because you are fighting the odds. And you're not doing something where success is even a high probability. I mean, it's not to say you can't do it. I fought the odds and I won. Yeah. So did Hulk.
You gotta put in work, man. I mean, even as a comic, I went through the same shit. So I mean, it's just what you gotta. It's just what you gotta do.
100%. You know, like Rob, that test I just did real well on. But Hulk, I read your book and I loved it, Officer X here, and you nailed the law of attraction real well. But the one piece that the secret misses, you know, they say ask, believe, receive. It misses to work your ass off in the middle. That's the one thing it misses, that book.
It's the one thing you missed out of it anyway.
No, you have to act in accordance. Your actions have to act in accordance with your vision, you know, and thoughts become things. What you think about, you bring about. So if you think, oh, my gosh, I'm afraid to make it in wrestling, guess what? that's what you're going to attract. Whatever you think about, you bring about. So if you
But I think you
I'm
think
not
about.
I'm not going to make it. Guess what? You're not going to make it.
But you got to think about, bring about, and work about is what I'm saying. You got to put the work in too. That's what.
You said it perfectly, brother. Think about it, bring it about, and your actions have to coincide with your vision. You have to actually go out and bust your ass for what you want. I mean, and then you attract it. But you can't just think about it and believe it and not do anything, because Rob Van Dam's thinking about it and believing in it, but Rob Van Dam's actually going out and doing it too. So you have to act on your vision and your aspirations. You have to physically go out and they have to match what you're thinking about. You have to be out there working your ass off, hitting the ropes, practicing every day in the ring, doing your thing, going to the bathroom, cutting your head off with a blade. Practice that about 1,000 times tonight. Then you get good at it.
Well, yeah. That's how you learned, right, Sabu?
Yeah.
Hey, RVD radio producer Nikki Starr, can you take yourself off mute for a second?
I'm cutting myself now.
Nikki Starr, take yourself off mute and talk to me, please.
Nikki Starr, where are you?
Nikki Starr. Nikki Starr, motherfucker.
See, I got you.
Nikki Stairs are, man, out of his.
Sleeping.
Dude, Hulk, I got to say this is Bruce Jingles. I got to say this, man. You have a permanent ghetto pass. You know that, right?
I hope so.
You know that, right? You can walk into a Crip neighborhood wearing red. You know that, right?
I like it, brother.
All right, thanks, Chris.
Permanent.
Hey, and I got blue balls to go along with it, so I can walk through the other neighborhood too.
All right, Nikki, I needed you because I'm on overload and my switchboard disappeared, but it just came back. So not to say I don't need you, but it looks like all right. It keeps disappearing on me, and I was going to have you take the calls, but it just came back on. It's just fucking loading and loading and loading. Quit loading.
I'm mute myself, but that's because there's so many people, and they love Hulk. And hi, Hulk, I love you. Just wanted to say that.
Thank you, dear.
Hey, before you disappear, Nikki, take caller 7 for me, because I'm having a hard time with
All right.
it.
That's Lacey.
Lacey, you're on RVD Radio. If Nikki Starr can put you through.
What's up, RVD?
Are you Lacey?
Yeah, I'm Lacey.
Gross.
404, you're calling from Atlanta?
That's gross.
Yeah, Atlanta.
Sabu said Lacey's a girl's name.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
I
was hoping it was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Sabu, yeah, real stable.
All right. Hey, listen, Lacey, you called it a good time. Not only is Sabu and Bruce Jingles and Officer X out, but we got Hulk Hogan on RVD Radio. You got a question for one of us? Tell us. We got a question for you. What are you afraid of?
Well, really, like, I'm not really afraid of certain things because I learned to overcome it. Because years ago, I used to be afraid of a lot of things, but, you know, it's just that you can overcome anything.
Right on. Hey, you have that Hurricane Helms accent, don't you?
What's that?
I like Hurricane Helms.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
That's a
All right. Hey,
Louisiana.
Nikki Starr, I'm trying to go to caller 8 now. Help me out. Help me. What should be Nikki Heyman? Nikki Heyman, can you hear me?
I certainly can, Van Meister. Mr. Hogan, it is an honor.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much. That's very nice of you to say that.
Nikki Heyman, you got some questions? Listen, Hawk's telling me that it'd be great for TNA if RVD was there. And I know I hear that from a lot of the fans all the time, too, you know, and that's a pretty exciting thought. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, that's going to lead to a question that I do have for the Hulkster. Mr. Hogan, I've tried to watch TNA since you came in at the beginning of January. I missed the January 4th show, but caught the rerun. You talk about how you are doing this show for the boys. You're doing this for the established.
That's right, brother.
Now, my question to this, though, is that every time I've watched the show, I see more of you and Bischoff and the Nasty Boys and Scott Hall and Sean Waltman. This is WCW 2000 to me. I want to see what the excitement is all about. Can you give me a little bit more?
Well, of all the name.
Hello.
That's a tough question.
Hi, Hawk. I actually hit that soundbite like 20 seconds ago.
Yeah, Paul Heyman or Nikki Heyman?
Yeah. No, I'd like to hear his input on that too, because that's what a lot of critics are saying, obviously.
Yeah, is she still there?
Yes.
The phone? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, what we're doing is we've been at it about a month now, and we're making a transition. We're trying to make a transition. I didn't want to come in as the red and yellow Hulk Hogan doing the clown act, and I didn't want to rehash the whole NWO. Well, I'm with all the NWO guys for life and go down that path. But what I tried to do was just basically bump the numbers. So we're watching the show minute by minute. And what we do is we see when AJ Styles comes on where it jams. We see when Scott Hall's on where it jams. We see where the number spikes when Hulk Hogan's on. And like when Bubba the Love Sponge is in studio, the thing spikes through the roof. So what we're doing is we're going through a learning process now. But what we need to do with all these young guys, like Abyss and AJ, we're trying to breathe life into the characters, And I came at AJ with this crazy idea of putting him with flair, of him changing, not just turning into a heel, but changing. I can't even tell you what the name of the character is, but he's going through a little transition right now to become this character that we talked about. And what we're trying to do is breathe life into each one of these characters. Just like Abyss, we want to breathe a bunch of life into him because just like the six-sided ring, it only got him so far. They were banging at less than one number, or a 0.8 or a 0.7 for the last 3 or 4 years. So AJ Styles the way he was, Abyss the way he was, the six-sided ring the way it was, it banged a certain number, and that was it. So what we're doing is we're throwing a bunch of stuff against the wall, seeing what spikes the needle minute by minute, and we're learning as we go along that some guys, still have life after death, some guys have life after life, some guys have no life at all, and some guys have a lot of life. We're only 4 weeks into this thing, and we're already maneuvering all the players around, and you're going to see who we're going with more than others. You're going to see who we're really giving the super rocket up their rear end. And just keep watching because we're only four weeks into this thing, and we're still trying to find the gauge. If I'm on the TV too much, I'm pulling myself off. I don't need to try to walk my crippled ass up that ramp every time. The hardest thing for me is to walk down that damn ramp. I can barely get down it. So, I'm not all about being on TV, but for some reason, the last 4 weeks when I've been coming out there and trying to do the transition stuff, with Kevin Nash's partner and all these other guys, the needle spiked a little bit. But I'm trying to get AJ, and he's doing great. We're starting to get a crazy spike on Abyss. That wrestler Young that was Kevin Nash's partner, things are going good with him. So you're going to see things being moved around. But right now we're just trying to find the bridge.
Yeah, I'd like to also point out something like that. Fans like Nikki that are what we used to call them smarks, because they're such smart marks. They're on top of everything. They read the internet, and they're the highest to criticize. They have the highest standards, like the crowd I used to work in front of in the original ECW. They couldn't wait for you to slip to go, you fucked up. And they really had those highest standards, and they were very, very, very opinionated. Those are obviously my people, but also they have to realize that when you're dealing with the entire planet or the mass population, there's most people aren't that extreme. Extreme does mean above and beyond average, and you got to get the average too. And what a lot of fans don't realize is that people are excited about seeing the celebrity in somebody. They want to see someone they grew up with, someone they've seen on TV, and that has a lot of value to them. Whereas the really, really smart fans, they want to see someone that's a very critical wrestler that's, he can carry on, a perfect 20-minute match with all these high spots. No, I remember when I was at All Japan getting off the bus one time at a gas station, truck stop, and I was the one doing moonsaults and backflips off the guardrail. I was the only one in the company diving over the top rope to the floor and stuff. They thought I was crazy back in All Japan. But when we got off the bus, who would the fans be excited about and run up and want to see? Dory Funk Jr., Abdul the Butcher, and Stan Hansen. Am I wrong, Sabu? It's how it was, huh?
The thing is, all these people that you call the smarks, the smart marks, I've been in the business 30 years, and I'm still a mark. I'm not smartened up yet, brother, because all of a sudden everybody's going, well, why are you doing this or why are you doing that? Do the marks know about the network, what Kevin K. at Spike and what Diamond and Brian Diamond and everybody the network's asking and what they're demanding and what the pay-per-view company's rules are and standards and practices. There's a whole other world out there that all these people have an opinion about who should be on TV too much and who's not on TV enough. And then all of a sudden they don't know what is happening with the networks and what I have to deal on that end. So I'm in a whole nother arena, you know, that I'm dealing with more than just a finish or putting RVD on TV. You know, the whole network might have a different opinion about RVD. They might want him on TV less. They want him on might want him on more. They might want RVD on TV all the time or maybe not at all. I mean, this is a whole other animal just dealing with the network. So there's a lot of things going on that I'm having to deal with that I never dealt with in the past. All I was worried about before was a leg drop and the finish and making sure the building was sold out. You know, now there's a lot more to this. You know, so
all about balance, huh? You got to have the proper balance of all those factors, huh?
Yeah, now I'm learning a lot more about it. So I've been in it 4 weeks. I've never done this job before. I'm getting like on-the-job training. I got a lot of people around me throwing fastballs at my head, and I'm dodging a lot of them. But at least I've got enough theory, and at least I've got enough of the art form that I know that the good guys put their fist up and go forward, and the bad guys put their hands up and back up. I mean, that's all it is. And if you make any more out of it than that, and you read too much into it, and you live by the dirt sheets, and you live by, you know, all this other crap, well, then you're missing the point because there's a big universe out there. And I'm listening to everybody. I'm listening to her as she talks, and she makes a very valid point. But I'm trying, believe me, I don't want to be on TV all the time. I like sitting in the back and thinking of stuff and listening to everybody's ideas. That's where I'm having fun, you know. And I think if I was to drop a leg on somebody, I probably would never get up again the way my back is, you know. So I'm learning as we go.
Why not bring Backlund in?
Ooh. What's that?
Bob Backlund. Why not bring him in and put him in a deal with Flair or with some of the newer guys?
Where's he at? I have no idea.
Connecticut.
I don't think Backlund didn't draw a number back in the day. I mean, that's all. Back in the day when Vince Sr. was pushing, everybody, all the agents, Strongbow, King Kong Mosca, Fred Blassie, everybody was going, Jesus Christ, Vince, you're destroying our company trying to push this kid. Why he couldn't draw a dime unless he had a full card of support underneath him then. Why would we bring him in now?
He did it in the 90s as Mr. Backlund, though.
What's that?
He does it with the Mr. Backlund thing where he screams at the crowd and that Mr. Backlund gimmick he did in the 90s.
It didn't work for me, brother. He didn't the last
Fonzie, motherfucker!
Hey, all right, I hate that one also.
Why would it work now, motherfucker?
Fonzie, are you with us, Daddy?
I'm right here, Daddy.
Hey, man, we got Sabu, we got Jingles, we got Officer X, and a big surprise, we got Hulk motherfucking Hogan, Daddy.
I love Hulk Hogan. I love Hulk Hogan. August 11th, Daddy. We're both born on the same day, August 11th. I love Hulk Hogan. And my fear is no fear because I have plenty of confidence in Hogan's 25-year run, him getting the TNA show together and putting a lot of guys to work. And I got more confidence than fear, and knowing that Hogan's at least behind the scenes. He's a smart guy. He's been around. So I'm looking forward to some good entertainment. And the guy who said about Bob Backlund was
Officer
nuts.
X.
Yeah, Officer X. Cool as hell. But Backlund, just like Hogan said, if he didn't have a big support card, those days are over. You got to have some. You got to have the it factor, like Simon Cowell says. You know, Daddy.
Yeah.
Why is he
Bob can't sing? All right, we'll ignore that one. Mike from Missouri, this switchboard is going crazy, and, yep, I think I put you through, though. Mike, can you hear me, Daddy?
Yeah, I hear you, bud.
Fuck yeah, man. Welcome to RVD Radio. We're talking about fear. We got Sabu, we got Hulkster, we got Fonzie. What's your deal, man? How you doing tonight?
Oh, dude, I'm awesome, man. I'm talking to three of the greatest in the business, man. RVD, I've been a fan since ECW was real, not this watered-down WWE Vinnie Mac crap.
Hulk's saying I should go to TNA.
I would love it if you did, man, but I wouldn't be able to watch you. I've broke 2 kids, one on the way, ain't got money for satellite dish, and I live in the middle of nowhere, can't get cable.
Oh, right on, I got you. All right, well, this Officer X, is that your fucking scanner going off or something?
Oh, we're all set. We straightened it out. We solved the world's problems again, man.
We got to someday
Like
do a
Batman.
special on all the shit you do while this show is going on, and you're catching bad guys and lost kids and stuff. All that shit. He does all kinds of stuff. All right, so Mike, listen, share with us real quick what you're afraid of and how big of a factor is it on your life?
Actually, my biggest fear, I'm with you on the spider thing, man. I've always been freaked out by them 8-legged freaks.
Spiders suck, don't they?
Oh,
Yeah.
I know, man. But to be honest, my biggest fear is, like I said, 2 kids, 1 on the way, just being a failure in their eyes, man.
Right on. All right, man. Well, look, thanks for calling in, Mike, and good luck with the kids. And you got 1 on the way, so I guess you already got 1. You already know you're a good daddy. All right, going on to Adam from New York. Adam, can you hear us? Adam. Dude, it's still loading when I take it off mute. Nikki Starr, you got to hang by. I don't even know if you can do anything. Fonzie Daddy, our switchboard has been going crazy because we got all these calls, so it's freezing. I hit a soundbite. It happens 20 seconds later. But I got Bruce Jingles, the live soundbite machine, co-hosting.
That's right, motherfucker. Fonzie, motherfucker.
Bruce Jingles, I put him over on the midget. I found a kayfabe sheet on the midget and disqualified him and gave the win to Bruce Jingles.
God love you, baby.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
know it,
Fonzie,
Daddy.
you're in Phoenix, and you're, the executive producer or something on the installation of stadium seating? Something like that?
Yeah, a friend of mine, he has a company, and he floats around the country, and they do stadium seating, and I work with him, and I'm like a road agent, handle a few guys, and actually we're finishing up this week in Phoenix, Arizona, and we're flying to Miami, and we're going to put about 300 luxury seats up for the big superstars that are going to be at the Super Bowl this coming Sunday, and probably Hulk Hogan will be there because I know his daughter's got a place in Miami, so I'll probably run into Hogan in Miami Beach.
I'm in
Hey,
Miami.
man, Brooke ain't Miami. She's right here. Brooke, hey, man, Brooke's sitting right here next to me.
That's a wonderful thing, Daddy.
Hi, Brooke Hogan.
Hey, hold on. Say hello to RVD. Just say hello to RVD.
Hi, RVD.
That's right, Daddy.
Hi, Brooke Hogan.
How
are you? I'm good. How are you? You're doing awesome, huh? I see you all over the place.
I'm good.
Yeah.
When are you gonna come hang out with the Hogans?
I don't know, man. We're talking about that tonight.
Nice. Well, you need the crew
Maybe
on and
soon.
hang out.
Right on. Maybe soon.
Well, it's good to talk to you, and hopefully I'll see you soon. And
All
I'm going
right.
to give you back to my dad, okay?
Have a great night.
Hold on.
I got to get off the phone with you heathens.
Right on, man. Hey, Nikki Starr, can you, oh wait, I don't know if I can take you off mute. Let me see. I'm trying to take calls, but it's not letting me, Nikki Starr. Can you help me, baby? No? She can't even get off mute. We are overloaded. All right, cool. Fonzie, you're scared of something, though, Daddy. What are you scared of?
I don't really know. I haven't really come. Of course, I'm scared of like a rattlesnake that's getting ready to bite me. I mean, and I'd walk the other way, but really doesn't scare me because I know I can walk around it. But there's
You're a
something.
bad
maybe
motherfucker, then. You ain't scared of shit. Fonzie, a good friend of yours, Jack Briscoe, just passed away.
Oh my God! When I broke in 1980. I said, hey, Mr. Briscoe. He said, if you call me Mr. Briscoe one more time, I'm going to stretch you. And he was a great guy, my God. And I know he was a part of Hogan's career, or in that era.
Hey,
Fonzie.
Fonzie. Jack bought me my first pair of wrestling boots.
Wow. Unbelievable, brother. Was that right after at the Armory? Did you? Because in the late 70s, I was at the Armory watching the guys, and then in the 80s, I was working with Jack Briscoe by a miracle in the right place at the right time. So you know that.
Yeah, it was 1977. He bought me my first pair of boots.
How have you talked to Jerry?
No, I haven't, but I know we've been reaching out to Jerry. Brian Blair's trying to get a hold of those guys for us because we want to pay our respects and make sure we're there for Jack, to celebrate his passing on from life after life.
Yeah, me too. So bad. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. I can't get home to Tampa till Wednesday, so hopefully I come in time. Unfortunately, we buried a lot of people like Gordon Soley. I was there with you when we buried Gordon and some of those superstars back then. But trying to get back on in my heart, which actually cried when I got a text and said Jack Briscoe died Monday, and cried a little bit, you know, but yeah, he was a superstar. I can't believe he bought you a pair of boots, brother.
Yeah, my first pair of Hildegard boots. He bought them for me.
Wow, unbelievable. What a great guy. He got mad at me because we were at the Bayfront Center, and he was going into his finish, the figure four, and the guy kicked him off into the referee, which was me. And when he kicked Jack Briscoe off, I put up my elbow, and I busted his lip. And the next day he went to Japan. When he got back from Japan, he was pissed off. He said, Fonzie, I was in Japan for like 14 days, and I had a big bruise on my lip. I mean, they stretched me a little bit for doing that, you know, but it was, you know, it was a mistake, but, you know.
God bless him.
Yeah, damn.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, Johnny, you're on RVD Radio. Can you happen to hear us?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Awesome, man. Just like Nick told me. All right. Well, my switchboard's, I am without switchboard, so I am riding on the faith of positive energy. How you doing tonight, dude? Thanks for calling in. You awesome?
Congratulations to you, and thank you to all the sports entertainment you have on the show tonight. You know, you guys have been a great inspiration and just, you know, great for morale, and just really bring a lot of good vibes. I want to thank you all.
Thanks, man. We really appreciate that. We're definitely out to. I'm just out showing off. The other guys have better intentions than me. They want to motivate you in a positive way. I just want to show you that I'm the whole fucking show. That's what's in it for me. All right, Johnny. No, we appreciate that. We got Hulk Hogan. We got fucking Sabu, Fonzie, and about 8,000 callers that I'm not able to take because the switchboard is frozen up. But you got through, Johnny. So I'm going to ask you. Tune into this week's topic. We're talking about fear. I mentioned before, you know, I was asked to be on Fear Factor. I can't put my head in a fucking bucket of spiders, and I definitely can't eat it's weird that I can eat ground up cow. Where does hamburger even come from? I can eat ground up cow as long as it's burger or something I'm used to. But if it's something I'm not used to, it's gross. Like, ew, I'm not going to eat the liver. That's kind of weird. I'm like that, though. Like, I eat chicken and turkey, but duck is not something I normally eat, so I had to fucking realize how silly that was to be afraid of it. But not afraid, but to avoid it. Here's the thing. Marijuana was outlawed by fear, and they still use fear. Everyone's afraid that if marijuana was introduced into the system, like it's not already the number one cash crop, they use fear, and it works. People are afraid, you know, like, oh no, we should leave that money on the black market. We shouldn't tax and regulate it and put it in our economy because who knows what would happen. You know, doctors would be high and they'd be operating on us doing heart surgery. It's always been fear. Back in 1937, they said it causes violence, promiscuity, and insanity. They had everyone so afraid of it. Reefer madness. They've always used fear. Now it's more about terrorists. Government will tell you that terrorists are watching you right now and trying to blow you up. And people give in to fear. They're always afraid. And for me, I probably should be afraid more often than I am. Probably.
Yeah, and if you burn too much ganja, you'll drop the leg drop for 30 years.
RVD.
Yes, Fonzie Daddy.
Hey, I got into Phoenix on Monday, and I bought a little bag of weed Tuesday, and I smoked a half a joint, and I hid the rest of the little bag, and now I can't find it. It's somewhere in my hotel room at the Residence Inn. I hid it so the maid wouldn't find it, and I hid it so good that I can't find it, and I got a fear that I'm going to get on a plane, and when I land in Tampa, they're going to arrest me for possession of like 4 grams of marijuana. That's my fear.
That's a pretty bad fear to have, Jack.
How about chambermaid smoking it, dummy?
Yeah, but wait, how about this one? How about maybe the maid's already found it?
I know, and it was good weed, but not as good as the shit I was smoking at your place last month when we did the comedy club thing. That was fucking high test, Daddy.
You guys had some of that, right?
Beautiful.
All right, everybody at once now. Okay.
Yep. Yo.
All right,
hey,
so Nikki Starr, go to another caller because I can't, please. So I have to ask you I can't see the switchboard. Oh, you can't either.
Hey, Rob.
Well, you got to talk to her. She's instant message. Oh, she probably can't talk to me either. Dude, this is awesome. We're blown up. All right. Point is, for today's show, the point is that I probably should be a lot more afraid than I am. That's probably why I was, like, riding on the hood of a car at 60 miles an hour when I was a kid. Looking back at it, that was pretty stupid. But I remember jumping out of an airplane. I did that twice. I should put that on RVD TV sometime. But anyway, I skydived twice. I don't think it's skydove. I think it's skydived. And my heart rate didn't even feel like it went up. And I was at a point in my life where I really, like I was in a shitty relationship. I wasn't that happy. And I totally remember being on that airplane thinking, well, if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. But I wasn't just saying that. I totally felt that all the way. And even when I stepped out of the airplane to jump, I was disappointed that I didn't get that adrenaline rush that I thought I would get. I wasn't afraid. I went out and I said,
jump next time without a chute.
Yeah, then you afraid.
Yeah, well, now that, I have a wife, now I'm in a much happier place in my life. Now I don't seek the thrill. I'm happy with the safety. I like to challenge myself, and I have fun doing exciting things, but before it was more like flirting with death, and I don't have that in me anymore.
But you know what's
kind of weird. It's kind of weird how opposites attract. You're happy that you have a wife, and I'm happy that I don't have a wife.
There you go.
Amen, brother.
That's funny, Eddie.
Back to fear for a second. Like two lines I really like with fear I've read in The Power of Positive Thinking is never take counsel from your fear. And the other one is you miss 100% of the shots you don't take in life.
I like that one right there. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take in life.
Read that call.
That one's pretty good.
Rob, RVD.
Yo, officer.
I'm tapping out, man.
Thanks for being on so much, man. You blew up our switchboards. You blew up our switchboards, and I can't even take any calls till you leave anyway. So you're.
One last thing for Hulk. What's the tattoo mean on the arm?
The tattoo on the arm?
Yeah.
I am that. I am. That's what God said to Moses. He ran into this burning bush, brother, and the bush was on fire and it was burning, but it wasn't burning. And it's the first time God ever spoke to Moses. And he's telling you that God's everywhere. I mean, God's in you. He's in RVD. He's in Sabu. He's in the table. He's energy. Whether it's Allah, the Spirit, your energy, God, whatever you want to call it, that energy's everywhere. That's what that's all about.
Cool.
Nice.
There's no in there and there's no out there. We're all one. We're all one energy. That's what it's all about.
Well said, Hulk Hogan.
Well said. I'm all about
I want all the listeners on RVD Radio. I want them to call you all night long and drive you crazy and tell you that you need to cut a deal with Hogan and go to TNA, because I'm going to call you tomorrow. And when I call you, I want you to be so screwed up in the head and so hypnotized from all your radio listeners that you'll just sign your name without even asking me what's on the contract.
All right. There you had the official word from the Hulkster. Big surprise. I appreciate you calling in, and I look forward to talking to you tomorrow, Hulky.
Yeah, what's a good time to call you tomorrow?
Let's see. You're on let's say about, what is tomorrow, Thursday? Let's say 12 o'clock, noon.
All right, bro. Hey, and Sabu and Fonz, I love you guys, man. You guys have a good night. Everybody there.
Have a great night, Hulk.
Take care, Hulky.
All right, be cool.
Yep.
Peace out.
Always. Hogan, motherfucker.
That's right, Daddy.
Like there's any other way to be.
Hey, Hulkster's fucking cool, ain't he?
Yeah, he is. Hey, Nikki, were you saying something? Heard a girl's voice.
Hey, Rob, how about this? We're talking today, and like, the fucking show, and you fucking attracted Hogan.
Hey, and you know what? He's going to get me I forgot. I'm going to try and go to my profile right now. I'm going to see if I can get in or if I'm already kicked out. By the way, I did a photo caption contest at robvandam.com, and it's in the forums at Rob Van Dam. Everyone, people are asking me like, how do they join and see the episodes? All you do is go to robvandam.com. You just create a name and a password. You create a username and password, and boom, you're done. Total access to everything. And in the forums, there's a contest, and I had this running last week. A photo. Jingles, are you in it? No, you're not in it, but it was at the comedy club, and I had them. You're not by a computer, are you, Jingles? Not. Hey, what is that shit? Who do I got to mute? I got to mute you, Officer X?
Oh, no, we're good. No, we're good. I fixed it. We're all set, man.
All right, man.
Okay, Rob.
What, Nikki Star?
Nikki Star.
Who do you want? Tell me who.
Oh, you're going to wait. Hold on. And anyway, I have this contest, photo caption contest, robdam.com in the forums. And we had a contest, and tonight, we looked at it. It's a picture of me and Sabu. Sabu, you're in it. I knew somebody here was in it. And a ref, and we're up on stage. We're on stage at the comedy club, and they had to.
I was in it, Daddy.
What?
No picture of Fonzie. I was in it.
You're not in this picture. I think you're right behind me or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Check it out, robandam.com forums. Anyway. Diana Holiday gets a DVD autographed. I'm going to send it to her. She won. And I'm going to put a new picture up there today. So check it out and enter the contest. And now I think I'm going to give away a robandam.com T-shirt and some other shit. Okay.
Oh,
so
Diana asked me to do this. Diana Holiday, motherfucker, because she was at the thing on Saturday.
I just met her Saturday at Wrestle Reunion. Nice lady, but she also had the funniest one, and it was cool. Wrestle Reunion was cool. It was big. It was their biggest Wrestle Reunion show yet. It was their Wrestle Reunion 4. I'm gonna go ahead and assume they had 3 before this. It was their biggest, most successful. So they want to make it annual. They were happy, and fun was had by all. And I'll have some pictures up soon on the website of RVD and Nick Bockwinkel, Bruno Sammartino, fucking Coco Beware, Jimmy Mouth of the South Heart. Who else? Scotty Too Hotty, but he's always there. Victor from Alabama. Thanks for calling RVD Radio.
Shit, I almost fell asleep.
Dude, I'm sorry, man. I couldn't get through, man. I couldn't get you through to the Hulkster. But you are through now, and you're not asleep yet. You go to sleep soon. But first, talk to RVD, Fonzie, Sabu, Officer X, Bruce Jingles, motherfucker. How's your night going, Victor?
Daddy.
Oh, man, I can't believe I'm talking to Sabu and Fonzie. And I mean, it's holy shit.
We're the original hardcore team, aren't we, guys, or some shit?
That's right, motherfucker.
Oh, can I ask Fonzie something?
Yeah, Daddy, go ahead.
Where's Bombay, India? Bombay, Michigan.
Bombay, India is right next to fucking, right next to Sabu. Sabu lives there. That's Sabu.
No, man, no, I was just thinking this. I messed it up because I remember one time RVD asked you, he said, where's Bombay, Michigan? You said, it's right down the middle, Daddy.
That's right, Daddy.
I see you, man. It's like this. I was prepared to talk to Hulk, man, but holy shit, Sabu and Fonzie and RVD, like, honestly, I hope you don't go to TNA.
You hope we do not. You hope I do not, because you prefer WWE or what?
Yeah, but why?
If you were at TNA, I'd have to watch it.
Well, I'll tell you what. That would make me feel, that would be a good stroke to my ego if I went there and it increased the ratings. If that was actually a measurable difference, and all the fans that told me, dude, I quit watching it because you're not on it anymore, if they all tuned back in like they say they were going to, then yeah, that would make me feel pretty significant.
I think the percentages of you up in the show ratings are fucking pretty good there, Daddy.
Absolutely. You know, it was when Sabu was there.
And of course, Sabu.
I mean, I would watch the show. I mean, I would suffer through it. I'd say, is Sabu here yet? Is Sabu here yet? I'm not kidding. I would watch Sabu, and then I'd be like, this, thank fucking God I'm out of here.
Hey, I haven't heard Sabu say anything in a while. I think he might have even bailed on us. I'm looking. You're gone, huh, Sabu? Yes. You cannot answer that. Bobby B, by the way, you've been off mute the whole show and you didn't even know, but
hey, Rob,
how are you, Daddy?
Remember you took that poll a while back about having the viewers vote on where they wanted you to go. Do you remember where TNA rated?
Yep. They won.
Yeah, because I remember I wanted you to go. I thought it'd be cool.
That was
September
things are way
20th. Things are way different now than they were then. Did you say November 20th?
That's September 20-something. That's the day of the show that you did the rating, because I was in New York.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, I thought you were on my website looking that shit up. Hey, Victor, what are you afraid of?
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to say. Like, it's like the immediate answer. It's like rats.
Rap? You're afraid of rap?
Rats.
Like a two-legged rat? Like an arena rat?
Like girl wrestling groupies? Because some of them are scary.
No, I mean, like, you know.
Is that what you call them?
Creepy, crawly things.
Well, those rats like Fonzie.
Rat,
yeah,
you're
like
motherfucker.
You're afraid of Hogan?
I'm making Bruce hang on for the extra 20. This is his powder time. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, let me move on to another call because I finally can. Oh, you know what? I think I'm good on those right now. All right, let me go. All right. Well, boom, boom, boom. I just
Bruce
got
Jingles, motherfucker.
Hulk left, and I'm able to use it again now. And dude, I gotta go through all my sound bites I couldn't use before now. Right? All right. I'll just use some. This is all they goody. All right.
Your destination is RVD TV and RobThatDown.com.
Okay. Should have got that. See, I should have got the Hulkster's impression of that and said, "Is Warrior crazy, Hulk?" But let's go. David from California, you sir are now on the phone lines with RVD Radio. How are you?
What's up, RVD? What's up?
Hey, Sabu's back in. I see him on the bottom.
What's up,
Hold on,
hey,
Sabu.
What's up, Sabu? What's up, everybody?
Oh my God, we just got all right. Boom, boom, boom. Phone line just lit up again, dude. It cleared up. Anyway. Good show tonight. I didn't have any energy going into it, and I was thinking, wow, man, I might fucking even tap out early. But that's the cool thing, man. We never know. It's the indefiniteness that I live by. But we can always count on David from California, Sacramento.
Yeah.
What up, David?
Back down.
I had a question for you, Rob. Cause,
let's hear it.
I was watching TV. I was watching some. I just got done watching Friday Night SmackDown last week. And then I saw on the news, Jean-Claude Van Damme, he made an announcement he's going to do kickboxing for real. And I just want to know, would you be willing to just like do a spar match with him? For real?
Oh, I would love to, dude. I would do that in a heartbeat. There's no way that he would do it, though. There's no way he would do it. I outweigh him by like 60 pounds. I'm like 6 foot, and he's like 5'8" or 5'9", and I'm positive he wouldn't do it, but absolutely, I would love to. And it's so funny. SVD's calling in on line 19. If you can get that Nikki Starr, that would be awesome. I want to use Nikki Starr more, make her more interactive, you know? We like to hear her voice and stuff. But anyway, dude, I would love to do that. It's weird that you mention him because that's the second time tonight his name has come up because my brother, who, you know, I don't know, this is the most retarded thing. My brother calls, who I haven't talked to like in, 3 or 4 months. He calls from South Carolina. He goes, yeah, man. He goes, I saw a commercial for Universal Soldier. And he was like really all excited and amped about it. He goes, dude, I was like, that's my bro. He goes, you look good in the Army gear, man. He was all excited by Universal Soldier.
What? The only one he's not in.
Oh, my God.
You think you were Dolph Lundgren?
Yeah, no. Hey, Nikki Starr. Oh, wait. Hey, baby, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hi, baby. I hear you.
Hi, baby.
Indian
Hey, baby, you know how I didn't have that much energy going into the show, and I said it was probably gonna be lame, and I didn't know if I didn't know if it was gonna last, but it always lasts.
You sound like you have a coffee buzz.
Well, I do, but I also have a Hulk Hogan buzz.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, he called my cell phone when I was doing the show, so I gave him the number to the radio, and he called in, and he's telling me on the air that I need to come to TNA and shit, and he stayed on for like an hour, you know, answering questions and shit. Pretty cool.
Wow, that's do that.
Yeah,
maybe somebody will finally plug something from RVD Radio.
I know. You only have to have Hulk Hogan on there.
He is a very high profile motherfucker. But yeah, I mean, all the shit that we say, all the stories that we tell on here and shit, I'm always surprised that the newsletters don't pick up on it, you know. And especially Sabu shitting and Dave Stang. Come on, that should have been all over the place. Yeah, I keep taking Sabu off mute and he keeps going back on. What's going on, Nicky Star? Help me. Oh, Sabu, speak to me before it takes off.
Can you hear me?
Mushy, mushy.
Sabu. Sabu, SVD's in the
Sabu's gonna kill you.
I'm right here.
There he is.
Help.
Sabu, motherfucker. See, Bruce, you're not doing your spots, man. You're.
Sabu,
he says, I'm going to be on the show for the whole thing. Then hour two, it's like, I got a jam tonight.
Sabu, motherfucker.
Because you're jumping the gun, son.
This reminds me of The View with all those bitches just clucking over each other, and you can't understand it.
This is The View. This is the Pew.
Not me, Daddy.
This is a Pew.
Bruce, every week, Bruce says he's going to be on for the whole show. And then, like, when there's a half hour left, he says, I got a bell, can I plug my website? And then the twins, every week the twins say they're going to call, but then they never do.
Oh, and then one calls.
Yeah, last week one of them called, yeah. So, SVD, how was school? Did I lose you, maybe? Oh, no, now she's on mute. What the fuck? Maybe I only have a certain number of people. When I unmute someone else gets muted. Hey, baby, say something. Talk to me.
Say something. I'm here.
Okay, we got like less than 20 minutes. Are you going to be rolling up the hill, or are you going to be like not rolling up the hill?
No, I was going to stay down because I got some things I need to take care of before I roll up the hill.
Right on. That's what I thought. I wanted to know if we were going to lose you or not. We had a shitload of callers. I'm going to go to another one. Roxana on line 15. Not that you guys give a shit what line she's on or that I've ever said that before, but what up, Roxana? We're all about first.
Hey, RVD.
Welcome to RVD Radio. How are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
Awesome. We got Sabu's on the line, and Fonzie, and Bruce Jingles, and Officer X, SVD.
Roxana, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question for Sabu, RVD.
Go ahead.
Okay, Sabu, are you...
Roxanne.
I like that song.
This drives me insane.
I know,
okay, I have a question for Sabu.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Sabu, are you going to ever come back to like WWE or go to TNA?
I'd have to say no to both at the moment.
Oh, because I really miss watching you wrestling.
I miss it too, but I don't miss WWE, that's for sure.
Okay. So, RVD.
Yes.
Okay, when is that movie you're doing with Batista coming out?
It comes out February 23rd on DVD. And in case I didn't mention it on this radio show, or in case you didn't hear it last week, the movie that was written for me by my friend David DeFalco, my weird friend, but still my friend, starring me to showcase me. Now when you see the DVD cover, it's suddenly starring Batista, who was there for 2 days. He was there for
crap. Bullshit.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. But anyway, I mean, I'm the star still, but that's the misleading poster. But anyway, it comes out February 23rd, and
wrong side of town.
Wrong side of town. So watch for it.
Roxanne.
Okay, well, I can't wait to get it because it's going to be 3 days before my birthday, so that'll be my birthday present.
All right,
well,
Sabu's trying to grab you.
Hey, Roxanne, what are you?
Yes.
What are you?
Do what?
He's talking to you. Hold on. Roxanne, Kayate, Sabu, go.
Okay,
yeah.
Roxanne, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, what do you fear?
I hate clowns. I fear clowns. I'm deathly afraid of them.
Yeah,
I'm scared of Booker
that.
T.
I'm scared of those fuckers.
You are too? Anya, you don't like clowns either.
No, I'm not a fan of the clowns.
Clowns.
What's the scientific name for that? Clown phobia? Because a lot of people fear clowns. I don't know why. I know, but a lot of people do.
I know.
Well, I never...
Guys,
Daddy.
pulled that kid under the bed.
From Poltergeist, right?
It or
Phobia.
Poltergeist.
Hey, RVD.
Yep, ask it away.
Okay, my sister has to ask you a question. She's like jumping up and down wanting to ask you a question, so I'm going to hand my phone to her real quick.
Have a good night, Roxana. Talk to you later.
All right, hold on.
Here comes Roxana, sister. Yes, sister.
I'm Audrey. I have a question. I'm trying to be an actress right now, and is there anything like you'd give me advice on to do?
My advice on her trying to be an actor. Yes, go to acting school. Get acting lessons. Acting lessons teach you the art because it is a fucking art, and then they also hook you up, with job opportunities, and they tell you how to go get an agent to send you out on auditions and all that. So good luck. Wish you the best. I'm moving on to Danielle. Danielle could be a guy or a girl. I think Daniel. Yeah, like Daniel Ketch, the Ghost Rider. Welcome to RVD Radio.
What's
Baltimore.
up?
Are you in Baltimore?
No, I'm in Texas.
Oh, okay. My bad. I tried to guess the zip code and I fucked up. Texas, motherfucker.
That's right, Daddy.
Lone Star, motherfucker. How about that one?
Hey, I know like a lot of your hardcore fans want to see you in TNA, man, but WWE would not use you right, and I really just want to see you on TV, so I think you should hit up TNA, but I think they should give you a title shot like you
right away.
Debut it right away, right immediately, because they misused Jeff Hardy. Like, Hardy left WWE pretty much as a champion, and then like they put him like in the mid card feud type teased it. I don't know if he's coming back or not, but with you, you're you're awesome, man. You should be the champ. You know what I mean? You should just come in right away, right at the champ.
Kind of like the whole fucking show.
Yeah, that's right. Because you are the whole fucking show.
Guilty as charged.
Oh, and as far as what I fear, because I know you got a bunch of other calls to get to.
motherfucker!
That's right, Daddy.
I fear my wife.
What do you fear?
Let him talk.
I fear my wife.
You fear your wife. Bruce Jingles fears your wife.
Hey, make TNA happen, man. Thanks for taking my call.
That's right, Daddy.
Hey, Daniel, have a great night. Thanks for calling.
You too,
all right, man. I know that CJT's holding back some words, man. I know you got something to say, CJT.
Man, I got so much shit to say that I don't even know where to begin. Yeah, hey, do that shit with Hulkster, man. I think everybody just be excited to see you again. If you're feeling it, feel it. We definitely feel it out here. Hi, everybody else out there in the circle. Fucking
Yo, what's up, motherfucker?
Sabu, thank you, fan to man, for everything you did for business. Sabu. I'm not speaking right now. I hit the crunk juice too, man. Excuse me. I just
sounds like a great price, Daddy.
As where I'm from. I'm sorry. Look, I'm just really excited for everybody over there. I think that'd be the shit. You hitting up with Hogan would be the shit. As far as the subject of fear, I'm with your wife on clowns. Them fuckers are terrifying. Water. I don't have gills flying. I don't have wings. Other than that, man, I've gotten over a lot of my fears, and a lot of that is just positive energy, law of attraction. I got things going on in my life now, and I've been thinking about how I recently just quit my job. I'm investing in the business I want to do, getting my music going, my band Dirty Little Secrets going, and I just feel like things are going my way now, and fuck fear, man, fuck fear. If I gotta fly to make it, I'll fly to make it, goddammit. But other than that, I ain't got no more fear. Fuck that. The way it's been, yeah, man. It's an honor to even be a part of this show, man. But I'll let you go with that, RVD. Thank you for having me on.
Right on, man. Thanks a lot, man. I'll have a new blog for you to comment on soon.
That's right. You guys have a great night. Peace and one love.
All right, man. You soon. Yeah, who's calling me, Bruce?
Yeah.
Did I call me? No. Okay. Hey, so, wait. I think I'm mute again. The fuck?
What happened?
I looked down and Sonya's put on mute, and now I hit unmute, and guess what? It's loading. Unmute.
Hey, I'm loading my bowl.
Dude, man, this is good. The Swissport has been crazy.
I'm loading my bowl. Funny you should say that.
Hey, say something, Sonya.
Hey, babe.
Okay, I can't hear you. I can hear you. Cool, so you're hanging out with us, baby? We got like 10 minutes left of the show.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. So,
I accidentally got disconnected.
oh, who is calling?
Part of the problem.
They're calling me. How rude, calling me while I'm hosting a show right now. It's not like they're Hulk Hogan or anything.
Hogan.
Yeah. All right. So, hey, baby, I shared with everybody about my arachnophobia, and I was telling Nikki Starr that she would laugh if she saw me walking around the yard with the Super Soaker squirt guns filled with spider repellent.
Oh my God, it is so funny. For the record, I think I'm gonna have to take some video of that when he does it next time because
that's hilarious.
Everyone needs to be privy to that.
Yes.
Is it that bad?
It's hysterical. Okay, put it this way. Rob is so arachnophobic. One time, I was taking a shower, and he came and got me out of the shower to come get the spider. And I'm like, well, can I finish? No, you can't finish your shower. Turn your water off. Get downstairs to the garage to kill the spider.
Yeah, but this thing was huge, though. You forgot about that part.
Like tarantula huge?
No, Black Widow, White Widow huge.
Daddy Longleg huge?
No, but
yes.
the daddy long legs don't freak me out quite as much. I don't know.
Don't like
a lot of times I let them live, whereas I would definitely kill them if they were the creepy, ugly ones. You know, but
That's
they're not.
only because I've been begging for their life for years. I tell you that they eat the other spiders, and I think that's finally why you decided to let them live.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? There's a rule. No spiders in my house. They don't want to honor that, risking their life.
Hey, do you hate Spider-Man too?
Can some more people talk at the same time? There needs to be more clucking.
First singles, go.
Just seats, motherfucker.
Right. Clinton, Bill, as in Bill Clinton from Wisconsin. You, sir, are on RVD Radio. How goes it?
What's up, Rob?
Hey, man, just chilling, man. About ready to close a show on fear. What are you afraid of?
Well, I'd have to say kidney stones.
You're afraid of kidney stones. Now, listen,
yes.
Automatically when you say that, here's what I think of. Some of my friends, Justin McCully, will not drink water while they're eating their meal. Like, we sit down to eat lunch or dinner, and he's not drinking because he heard that could possibly cause kidney stones when you're drinking while you're eating, which I think, is a bunch of bullshit. But he says, why take a chance just in case he doesn't drink? Is that weird?
Yeah. Well, I got a kidney stone right now, actually. That's why I'm just kind of
Dude, from what I've understood, that's one of the most painful experiences you can have.
Yep, this is the second one I've had in like the past 2 years now.
Take a Valium and spit it out. It's all right, Daddy.
Yeah, I'm out of Viking and I'm smoking weed right now, but I guess
there you go. Medical marijuana.
Who stole the fucking dope?
I did.
Right on, man. Well, good for you. Sounds like you need it. So is it trying to pass? That's what hurts is when it tries to pass, right?
Yeah.
Is it literally like, did they try and come out like literally like through your dick, like through, like with your urinary tract? That's what's going on?
Yeah. Really sucks.
Ouch.
Wow. Fonzie's afraid of it too. He's getting squeamish like when I talked about circumcision up on the stage a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I ain't afraid of that, Daddy.
See, like, I've been through all types of pain. I've done backyard wrestling and all that shit, very hardcore backyard wrestling at that, and it's been nothing compared to a fucking kidney stone.
Wow. All right, well, hey, thanks for calling, Clinton. Have a great night. All right. Hey, baby, what were you saying?
It's just very frustrating, this show, when you have 50 people talking over each other.
I know, but it's always like that. This is the nature of the crazy show. Well, here's who I got right now. Bobby B and Nikki Heyman, who are being very quiet. Hey, we didn't hear, by the way, from fucking, what's his ass? Harry Slash. I don't know what his deal is tonight. First Jingles is on the line. So is Dave California, who I'm going to mute now. Johnny, who I don't even remember if we talked to. Did we talk to him? Officer X, Fonzie Daddy, and Roxanne. No, Sabu, and you. Yeah, that's a lot of people. And now I'm going to go to Joel from Arizona, so... Well, I don't know, man. We got to have some structure. What's up, Joel from Arizona?
Nothing much. It's my birthday.
Welcome to RVD Radio.
Happy birthday,
I just hope I
motherfucker.
dominate over everyone else trying to talk over me, because it's my show.
Yeah, you do. I'm sorry, but
Sweet.
RVD, motherfucker!
That's right, Steve.
You are listening to RVD Radio.
And don't you forget it. So, Joel, we're talking about fears. What are you afraid of?
I've been thinking about that, and I couldn't come up with anything good to say.
Nothing? Okay. All right. Well, let me.
Will come back.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking about adding right here, Sonia. Now, since Sonia got diagnosed with cancer, she probably always will be afraid that it's going to come back, and that means like every bump or every certain pains in her body or whatever, she's always going to be like, oh, I better get that checked out. Which of course would be a natural response to that. I would say that that's definitely from that perspective, living in fear. You're living with that fear. Does it cause one to change, make certain choices? Yeah, it'll make certain choices about going out in the sun, or maybe you'll avoid certain germs, or you're afraid of catching diseases or something. That's all fear.
It is fear, but it's also being hyper aware that it can come back. Like, I have to get this pain checked out. I can't just let it go and blow it off. Oh, it's nothing. No, I don't have that luxury anymore.
What did I tell you earlier in the day, RVD? What did my grandfather say? I'm not afraid, I am aware.
Right. Very well put, SVD. Hyper awareness, and that's what the experience brought out of her. So definitely well put.
So there is some fear there. I am definitely more aware, but there is that fear that, I'm going to walk into one of those checkups and the doctor's going to say, well, this is elevated, that's elevated, we got to do another round of chemo. I mean, I fear those words coming out of his mouth.
I know that you do, absolutely, and with good reason. And that's what we're talking about today. We're almost done with the show. Hey, babies, can we share what happened to our house in Vegas with Fonzie and Jingles and Officer X?
Please.
What
happened?
Okay, so we have a house in Vegas, right? And we had some tenants that were living in there that left in November. I went up there in December when we got back from Europe, and the power was turned off. So I stayed in the house, and it was cold in the middle of the desert, cold-ass house. I slept on the floor. There was, no power, and I was figuring something happened with the bills that got mixed up. Me and Sonia went back a few weeks later, and we actually stayed in the hotel because there was no power or whatever. The guy that cleans the pool was telling us the water was turned off and that, and that's dangerous because your pool pump can get fucked up. And we just now found out today, the pool guy called and told Sonia that what happened was we have some crazy neighbor that lives 2 doors down. As soon as the tenants moved out, he came over to my house, turned off the water and gas, put padlocks on them, and shut the power down to the house, and he wanted to drain the pool because he didn't want squatters in his neighborhood.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I am pissed. I'm very not happy about this situation.
That's trespassing, man. You just
That's fucking rude.
wall. Officer X, tell me.
Officer X, your opinion?
This guy's a real fucking asshole.
Yeah, but that's illegal what he did. Totally illegal.
Rob,
of course,
I mean, at least trespassing, right?
More than that, it's malicious damage to private property too. I mean, you can't go putting locks in people's fucking doors and turning off power. And I mean, you gotta have power. What if the pipes freeze and it breaks and the house is fucked?
Right.
Well, that's one of the points that our pool guy brought up to him. He's like, you really could have done some major damage because there were some, there was freezing nights. And he's like, you could have busted the pipes in this house. Like, he had no consideration.
Sabu, motherfucker!
This guy is such a dick. Next time you go to Vegas, you should pick up 30 homeless people and 5 cases of beer and have them sit in front of his house for a couple hours.
Yeah, no bathroom.
No shit.
I want
all right, we'll talk about that more. I'm thinking about thinking about some resolutions. And now I'm thinking also about what Hulk Hogan gave me to think about. And I'm thinking about getting out of here because that's the show for tonight. So thank you, Hulk, calling into the big prize. Thank you, Bobby B. Thank you, Michael Porter. Who's singing that? Thank you, Bruce Jingles. Thank you, Fonzie Petty. Thank you, Sabu. And, hey, I've muted everybody and the music still comes through. Is that you, baby? All right, well, anyway, say bye, baby.
Bye, baby.
Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Assassinator! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Again, got straight to your brain! Straight to your skull crack! You can stop the straight to your brain! Straight to your skull crack! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show!